We on yet? We on yet? Ah. Alrighty. Hey everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now. Today. As opposed to tomorrow. Or indeed yesterday. Yesterday. Oh, I've started singing already. Never mind. All right. Now, today we're getting hopefully much better for into the C-47. As you may if you've seen any of my previous videos, I actually knocked a wheel off the C-47 when I dropped it. Dropping an aircraft's really good. I did catch it, but I dropped it. And of course, you're not just going to be getting a nice, neat little. Certainly, I didn't. So I've had to do some repairs. We have, and we're gonna get a few things happening here, because I'm getting a bit overworking on the one kit. Ich habe gesprochen. Yeah. Now, as always, before I get started, my good friend caffeine. Hello, caffeine, my old friend. It's time to drink with you again. Poor Simon be turning in his grave. I don't think he's even dead. He'd still be turning in his grave. Ah! Now, here's our C-47, and there's the wheel we put on this morning. It's looking pretty solid. Okay, kids. Let's see if it's going to just upset me. There's only one way we're going to find this out, isn't there? Hold breath. Yeah! We have a solid wheel. Das ist gut, yeah? All right. That is actually a very big weight off my mind, because that actually, when I dropped it, I didn't just knock it out, I actually snapped the stem. And I'm quietly confident that you would concur. That is certainly pretty suboptimal. Now, we're going to need to be a little cautious here. I don't want to. There we go. Now, what we're going to do, first things first, what we're going to do, I should probably give you a bit more of a zoom in here. Not much more. That's probably plenty. That decal continues to befuddle and bemuse me. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Now, there's no such thing as too much decal theory on decals, so we may as well as go to town on that front. First things first, there is one on the underside. Actually, I'll do that when we get to doing, because the first thing we're going to do once we've done the decal soften is we will then put the last of the stuff on the undercarriage. Yes, some of that got knocked off as well, as you can imagine. If I've knocked off a wheel, all will be well. All will be apparent. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Here's something I've always wondered with these aircraft as a quick little aside. Now, you'll see how there's the US insignia there, but there's not one on the other side. And indeed, on the undercarriage, there's only again, a US insignia on one wing. Why is there not on both wings? Maybe it's, I don't know. To me, it seems somewhat illogical. It does. Yes, it does. Yes. But at the end of the day, do I really care that much? No, I'm just curious. They say curiosity killed the cat, but, you know, maybe the cat just needed to harden the hell up. There's a line of thought for you. Oh, hey, Social, how you doing? Thank you. It's starting to come together. Hang on a moment. Just want to get the scalpel. Oh, this is out on the table. I don't like blades loose on this table. To me, it is a recipe for disaster. Pretty simple equation there. I don't think I need to explain myself on that front. Oh, hey, Stephen, how you doing? Now, I've got to get this chair a bit closer, otherwise I'm sort of stretching out and not doing my back any favours. Now, let us continue. What I might do, we're going to get a bit of background noise here, but there we go. And we'll do this one first. Now, I might just adjust the camera angle a little. There we go. That's probably a bit better for you. Certainly for the intents and purposes of this process. I can always adjust it again later. Now, roll that out. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Get the decals rolling. Yeah. Sometimes I think I should put myself on a leash when it comes to this singing caper. Now, actually, I don't know if that decal's as bad as I thought. I'll zoom in on this one. I'll even show you why. Here we go. Yeah, I know, but I don't understand why that would be so. Yeah, it's coming together pretty well, thanks, Social. Now, what I'm looking at here and what I'm thinking is because directly underneath that decal, in actuality, where it looks like there's creases and stuff, that's a crease. But that's actually a part of the aircraft. If you look closely, you can see there's a green extension on that. Equally, there are parts underneath that, and I think that's just the way the decal settles. I think varnish will take care of business on that front. That's my opinion and my hope. Now, move it back out. Oop, a bit further than I had anticipated. Now, Italy. Might just pick this up a bit here. I'm being a bit more wary on the whole pickup caper, having dropped this recently. And let's face it, if I don't need to, I am better served not to do so. Purely by virtue of the fact that, there we go, there, thin that out. What was I waffling about? Something. Yes. Now, I get distracted. I start talking about stuff. Then, there we go. Now, that's a little crinkly too. Not entirely happy with that one. Decal thinner is our friend. All right. Although I can actually say, because I put a fair bit of decal soften on. It's not decal thinner, it's decal soften. Yeah. And I got to say, I'm pretty happy with how that's beyond the way some of them are sitting. As far as the actual backing of the decal not being visible, that's going up a tree. So yeah, pretty happy about that. Now, something we're going to do once I've gotten the parts on the undercarriage that need to go on. We're going to put, while they're drying, because it'll be upside down, that's okay, we're going to put liquid mask on these windows. Because of course we've got to varnish very soon. And varnish on the clear plastic can be misting, and that's not a good look. We're not having them apples, no we're not. Now, there we go. So, slight camera adjustment. Right, now, there's our wheel. It's not quite at the angle it should be. That's the one we put back in. It's not bad. I can live with it. You know what I'm saying? And in the bigger reality, if it's not like I'm entering this into competition. If I was, then I'd be a little more upset. But I'm not. And anybody who looks so close is going, oh, I noticed that one of your wheel stalks is at a slightly different angle, and yada yada yada, and starts giving me too much of a hard time about it. There's a very simple way of dealing with that, and in fact, it's a method I strongly recommend to any scale modeler who encounters this sort of behavior. And it's called applying a baseball bat repeatedly to the noggin of said critic, and then discreetly, at a moment of your choosing, adding to the line of shallow graves in the hills. Mine gets headed to on a quite regular basis, not just for modelling issues, I tell you. Now, alrighty. Next, let us get. Give me a moment. No, actually, the wheel stem is here. I'm going to zoom you out a bit so you get a slightly better view. Well, it's not much better at all, is it? Then move the camera to about there. Now, looking, finding. There's everything in. Pretty much everything we're looking for, I believe, is in here. Let's just check that. One propeller. Zwei. Vielleicht should be eins, zwei. Ah. Exhaust. We have another exhaust in there. Yes. And it's all coming up Robster. Yes, it is. Yep, everything we want is in there. So, it'll be a little messy here. There we go. Let's just limit it to our undercarriage stuff. Actually, and, we can do the exhaust as well. And we will, too. Now, that's our canopy that we made yesterday. Jesus. them out. That needs to stay out. That and that. We will do the propellers today because there is one that requires a repair. That's it. So it's not a biggie. Now, whilst I think to, look, this is the stuff that we'll be doing on the upper parts of the fuselage. Now these, I'm just going to have a quick gander on the assembly instructions if they're conveniently on hand. Are they conveniently on hand? Probably not. Just got to identify where they actually go, these parts here. But they are all ones I would think that can wait until we have. Why is this piece of empty sprue even? Sorry, I'm just looking for a couple of bits and bobs just to clarify a couple of things in my own mind. And there we go. Now let's just see if that's the B-17 assembly instructions. They're not going to be much help to me. No, I know where they are, but I'm not going to bother. We can do these later anyway. This is our canopy stuff. We don't need that. All right. It's all coming together. Now, this is a little crooked. There we go. That's all right. It's not great. It's all right. We'll start with this. Now, what I might try, heaven forfend, is tweezers. Tweezers, Las Vegas. Tweezers. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Tweezers. Dearie me, eh? Now, he is dead, so he could turn in his grave. That works. Now, what I might do as well, I think to, before I get check out, just thinking here. Yeah, use a tweezer like that. I'm happy with that idea. Is we'll grab one of these. That's fairly empty. It's empty and fairly clean. Now I just want to make sure I don't go and put my bloody great paws, elbows, stuff onto. Yeah, I'm sure we've all had the experience where you're tinkering away and suddenly you realise you've got parts there and you're halfway into them and you're creating carnage. The type of which you frankly don't want to entertain the knowledge of. So the obvious solution here is don't let that happen. Mouthful of coffee and I shall continue not talking, that is getting shit done. Now, I know why I wanted the assembly instructions as well. Was to assess the angle of the exhaust went out. We'll come back to that in a minute. Diddly. Now, let me just make sure it's angled right. It's that way. Oh no. That way. I would suggest. Or would I? Right. That way. Yeah, that makes sense. Whee! That's running a bit more rapidly than I had anticipated. Deary me. Let's just wipe that off the mat. Geez, glad that didn't hit the aircraft. Would have had me most grumpy moves. And who would I have to blame for that one, eh? Hey? Oh, I do hate it when I have to blame myself for things that annoy, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen, so I can quit the bitching. I used to go out with a chick who, if things didn't happen, she'd bitch because it could have happened. And they will turn around and say, well, yeah, but it didn't. But it could have. Yeah, but it didn't. Lighten up. Now, not quite. There we go. I reckon we should be okay there once it dries, obviously. Actually, looking at it from a let's see if I can get the camera right. I actually might need to do a bit of that for you. One thing I'm kind of pleased to note is that there's a fair bit of symmetry on the wheels, and that's actually not so easy or so common. And I'm actually pretty happy with how that's come up in that regard, if you follow me. It's a thing. Zoom out. Now. What we shall do next is there we go. We've got 3 parts to put in, and we are going to do so. Surprise, surprise. Now, if you're looking at it, I think I can pretty much work out which way the exhausts have got to go. Because, of course, they can't hook around that way, otherwise they'll be going straight onto the wheel stem. That's not going to, dare I say it, that's not going to fly, is it? It's going to have to come out that way. I'd still prefer to check, just for my own edification. Now, where did I put that little... Ha! You know how I put... There I am. For a brief moment there, I misplaced the thing that I suppose I didn't. Oh, you know what I'm saying. Here we go. Start with this one. This one goes first. Come here, you little suckers. That's why I put them in there, because they're small and fiddly and easily knocked off. And there's the one we want. The one that we want. Oh dear. I just dropped into some OMJ. And it must be said John Travolta as well. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now, these we can do bare-handed combat style, which is always my preferred methodology anyway. Not just for modelling, but dare I suggest it, for combat. Much easier, less messy. and a smaller chance of fatalities, although you can still do that if you wish. I mean, how much better does it get? One. And we are indeed getting places. Come here, you. Jesus. I was trying to get this, and I actually flicked a very small part out, and somehow my hoodie caught it. And there was much rejoicing. After all, you don't want to be losing a part. That would be most grumpy making. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Now, let's just get this one on. And actually, because I do want to make sure I get the angle on those exhausts right, because otherwise it's going to be very annoying, you know? Just trying to think as to very specifically. That if I go looking for the assembly instructions, I don't want to be fart-assing around, you know what I'm saying? There we go. We are getting places. All right. Next bit at the front there, which is teeny tiny part, but pretty manageable. Actually, give me a moment. I'm just kind of curious. The power of curiosity compels me. This will probably be, yeah. So into there. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Hell, it even sits there. Wow, nice. Oh, sorry, you can't even see that. I'm just testing how that exhaust goes. The answer is pretty. I was just trying to work out how it would sit, and I thought, oh, it probably goes that way. And yeah, I'm quite convinced that is the correct answer. Look how nicely it just sits there without even having glue on it. Boom. It's a bit good. Zoom out a bit. So I'm quietly confident in the assertion that that is how they sit, and to therefore put these on as well. Winning. Everything's coming up, Robster. Now, first, come here. Jesus. Oops, a daisy. Now, oh wait, where's that little part gone? Oh no. Rob. Hang on. Ah. That's where I put it in the first place. Who would have thunk it, eh? Who would have thunk it, kids? Ding. Get them out the way. All right. Now, I just realised try something. Yeah, that way around. There we go. Beautiful. So that's them in position. Ah, yes. Excellent. Oh, hey, Panzer, how you doing? Oh, hey, Manuel, didn't see you there either. Sorry, mate. Been a bit focused on what I'm doing here. As you can see, I'm just finishing off the C-47. I'm getting some last bits in place. Now, actually, if you guys want to join me on stream, I'll click the link up. Just let us know. I'll be on for at least a little while. Now, exhausts. Probably, I'd say at least half an hour, because I'm going to want a few things to dry on this, but I can still do quite a few other bits. Although you never know, I might get even more done. We shall see. Now, probably the easy way of doing this. Oops, it does. Can I? Give me a moment. Given that I can put this on its wheels current. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me just loosen this up. Wouldn't mind moving that in just a touch if I can. Yeah, man. There you want it. There we go. That's going to be a little more helpful there, I reckon. Yes, that's much better. Gives me a bit more room to move, as it were. Now, this is going to go in thus. I just said that. That's not the correct. Da is the term. It's the word I'm looking for. Oh, thanks, Manuel. You're just having dinner? Yeah, that's probably a suboptimal time to be going on camera. Okay. And one. Now that's just going to dry. They have to dry, obviously. It's not meant to be tossed and turned around. There's one. Oh, she's starting to look a bit pretty. Now, the trickery bits are going to be... Oh, in truth, though, glue doesn't take that long to at least get stuff holding in position, does it? Because what I want to do is put liquid mask on the windows now. So as I can do varnishing. Yeah, well, I don't think too many of us are. There's an interesting Olympic potential Olympic competition: graceful eating. And now, with a 3.5 degree of difficulty, we see the spaghetti competition. He's got the fork and spoon ready. He dives in. with the deft knife and spoon and fork combination. As he moves on, oh! He spilt the bolognese sauce on his shirt. The judges will view this poorly. If breakdancing can get in, I say Olympic eating. Ha! That's something I should mention, guys. I may receive a delivery whilst the stream is going, because I am expecting one. If it arrives, I shan't be off for long. Bottom line here. I just dropped the exhaust. Give me a moment. Hopefully this won't be hard to find. Bing, I think that's it there, is it? Yep. There we go. Come here. When I moved, because I do have carpet here, one of the things I decided was a good idea, and it has indeed proven. Excuse me, what's going on? Oh, I see what this is. Has indeed proven itself to be a good idea. Was to get rubber mats down. Well, there you go. Anyway, I got rubber mats down, so as that if I drop, or basically mostly for paint actually, but in the bigger reality, it certainly saves the me from carpet monster fates. Bam, found. Why? Because it's on clear rubber, or I think it's plastic. It doesn't matter. It's matting. That's the bottom line here. Dear me. Get this one on. Yep. There we go. It's just that easy, kids. Yep. Nice. All right. Now, you have to give it a little bit of time for that glue just to hold that before I can turn it back upside down, or right side up, perhaps is more the point, so as we can get the it'll be easier to mask in that position than in this position. Now, actually, feeling a little brave, probably a little stupid, but never mind. Oops. Let me just get my jig out of the way. All right, boys and girls. And yeah, she's all staying in place. Come to Papa. All right. Now, we are definitely going places. Now, when it comes to the varnishing, I do have a small concern, which is because I want to keep that open, I'm concerned about varnish getting in and hitting the insides of these windows. So I'm thinking I might just go a thick bit of tape over that doorway and try and minimize the overlap, if you follow me. Then I'll hit the red. That'll probably be the last thing I'll do on the masking front. Got a similar situation up here with at the very, very front. Because you're supposed to put it on from the outside, God alone knows why. but I'll mask that up in a similar way. But all the rest that are in position, I'm going to use liquid mask, I reckon. So, whoop. Packaging sponge. No. Actually, wait. Do I? I see what you're saying. That's a bloody good idea. Or even, you know, man, I just had a cunning plan. Yes, I did. All it needs to do, would we concur? Well, I hope you would concur. All we actually need to do in this circumstance is to prevent the varnish from getting up that way, right? So, certainly with this door, boom. Paper towel. You can't tell me that's going to be not do the job. I'm pretty sure it will if you just nice and careful. Yeah. There we go. That will actually do the job for us. Yeah. Certainly to the point that we require it and still enable varnish to get everywhere else we want it. Why did I not think of that sooner? Oh, lots of cunning plans. Actually, if I'm going to trot out the cunning plan line, I should do the complete with the correct intonations and the like. I have a cunning plan, sire. Although I believe when Baldric does it, it's even a little more intellectually impaired than that. Now, where did I put the... There's the liquid mask. Boom. I'm not actually that big a fan. No, I probably don't, mate. I'm not actually that big a fan of liquid mask in many ways. It has its place. Its place is this sort of stuff. I don't use it on to mask up canopies because I find you don't get a perfectly straight line. But for this, winner. This is what this stuff is made for in my eyes. It's also when you start using old and hammered brushes. There we have it. Now, what we're gonna do is it doesn't have to be perfect. And again, if anybody gives you a hard time about it and tells you otherwise, it's just another line, another shallow grave in the hills. I mean, really now. While I'm here, I might as well do this one. Now, alrighty. These are on. Once this is on, well, we've got a few decisions. Minor decisions, I must add. And I'm thinking, what it is. Oh, shit. I'm going to get pinged by Facebook for copyright breach, I reckon, while I'm here. My ringtone is James Bond. And oh, hang on, I got somebody at the door. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just got a delivery. Wasn't expecting that one till Friday, actually. Never mind. I'm still expecting another delivery today, I tell you. Now, then I think that's me done. As far as deliveries go. Now, one more on this side, then we'll do the other side. Now, today's Wednesday here. Which means I'm not normally on because I've got appointments and stuff on Thursdays and Fridays. So, what I might need to do. Oh, tidy one up later. Is because really there's not much left to do, as you can see. I should be able to get bits and bobs done during the course of between now and when I'm definitely on next. And bits and bobs at this point is, of course, pretty much going to lead to the entire thing being done. At which point I guess it's just posting pics on various platforms time. But, I mean, if it's going to come down to varnish, it's varnish, weathering, get that canopy in position, get the door on, boom, varnish again. Now, I don't necessarily need to be on camera to do that, you know, it's just that I need this liquid mask to dry. And a part of me kind of like to let all the small stuff dry as well. I mean, I suppose we could put other. We'll see. Now, One thing I can say happily, I can actually varnish on camera now. If that were dry. The reason I can do that is because the spray booth will take the fumes away. Not unhappy for that little idea. This isn't model goodness. This is what this is flooring goodness. Yesterday I got some model goodies, being an airbrush. And in fact, next week I do get a delivery of model goodness now that I think about it, because I get my new compressor that I badly need. And I also, because it was free shipping over 150, and I'm a bit of a sucker for that, but they also had at the same store, a Focke-Wulf Condor going for a very good price. I do want to do a Condor because I have the decals for both Hitler and Himmler's plane. Now, to do Hitler's, I'd need to do modifications. Himmler's, I can do a stock standard C3. So yeah, but they're not on my agenda for a while. It's just that it falls in the category of, get the vibe that they're not going to be going for much longer. So, and at that price, it was unlikely to be seen again. So yeah. All right, masking's got to dry now, and then we can get the varnish on, and then we can get the weathering on, other bits. Yeah. But we've got a lot done, and I am well happy. Now, it's about to get a bit dark for a moment, kids. All right. That will be me done for... Yeah, totally it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think the shipping would have been too hideous. I think it would have been... Excuse me, I'll get the camera to settle. I think it would have been about $10, $12. But at the end of the day, I was $12 shy. Join dots, people, and you can go, well, yes, but then you spent an extra. Yeah, I did. Hang on. But I also, compared to the normal price that I'd have been paying for the Condor, saved $30, maybe more. At that point, it's bells and whistles and swings and roundabouts and all the rest of that sort of shit, man. Anyway, that's me done for today. I thank you for watching. I do appreciate it, guys. Yeah, glad you like the C-47. I'm pretty stoked with how it's coming along. Once it's, like I said, it's not going to be a big trick now to hit the varnish, hit the weathering, yada, yada, yada. And it'll all be good. And you know what? Even if it wasn't good, it would still be good. It'd just get better. All right. Now, again, thanks for watching. First-time viewers, if there are any, magic button time, people. Follow, like, or subscribe. If you would like to track me down on other platforms. Yeah, good night, Manuel. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord, and Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. What 3 words am I about to pitch at you, people? Can you work it out? Can you? I think you can. Follow, like, or subscribe. Very simple. All righty. Thanks again. And now I'm next on. Well, definitely I'll be on Australian time Monday, which is early Monday morning for those in Europe, or late evening in the US and Canada and Americas. Yeah, and that's when I'll definitely be on. I might be on a Sunday morning over here, which is like your Saturday. We'll see how I roll on that one. If not, definitely on the Monday, and as I said, Sunday / whatever. But ultimately, the same kit time and the same kit channel. And hopefully I'll catch you guys then. See yous.